Today is our last day in Utah. We're gonna be doing what we did before, where we leave kind of late in the day and then drive into the night a little bit. I think that'll help us drive in maybe some cooler weather, and then Hensley, we're hoping, will fall asleep a little bit and we can get some extra time in, because it is a long haul back to Tennessee. I mean, we're gonna be doing 22 Google hours, which will equate to 26, 28 RV hours. That's a lot of driving in 3 or 4 days. We will stop and spend the night 2 or 3 times, and one of those will be in a full hookups park, and then 2 of the nights will probably be like just a Walmart layover kind of thing.
We've talked about how you have to have a go with the flow attitude when it comes to RVing, and today is one of those days for us. We had some lights come up on the van.
I don't know what I'm doing. I do know it says we have low coolant. We don't have low coolant. I'm looking up what that could mean. Could mean a bad radiator cap. It could also mean a leaky radiator, which does not sound good. The light has gone off, so I may just let this run for a while and see if the light comes back on or not. We're not losing coolant though. No, that would make sense. So if it's a leaky radiator, why have we got full coolant? I don't know. We'll see.
Creating family memories.
Yeah. Yeah, this is very exciting. It could have done this at any point in the last 2 months.
Yeah.
And literally, like, today is the day that we're going to start heading back to Tennessee, and we're pulling out of our campsite, and it starts, like, flashing all these lights. So it's just very frustrating, the timing of this. So we went back and forth about what to do about the van, because once I turned it off and turned it back on, the light went off, and I couldn't get it to ever come back on. We drove around the state park for 45 minutes. I pushed it pretty hard in a couple of places, and it never came back on. There's no leaks, and there's just no signs that anything weird or bad's going on. I don't know. Moab's 45 minutes away. We thought about driving to Moab anyways, having somebody see if they could, I don't know what they'd check and find. Maybe there's something they could pull up. But so rather than go to Moab, which is 45 minutes away, come back here 45 minutes, and then pretty much backtrack again the way we're gonna go with the RV, we decided to leave a little bit earlier with the RV, so during business hours, in case something happens while we're going, and we'll just see if it acts up while we've got the trailer.
This is a beautiful state park. The campground is like super well kept. Like, it's really nice.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not cheap. It's 35 bucks a night.
Mm-hmm.
You've only got electric, which to us was still gold. You've got a sewer dump. There's no fill for the water though. You have to get your water before you come in. So that's one thing to keep in mind when you're coming in. But the campground's right in the middle of it all. You can walk to the rim trail. You're really close to the visitor center. It's not a very big park. That was something I think I imagined it being bigger in my head. But what's here is really awesome, because you're kind of up on this
mesa, I guess.
This mesa that's really narrow, and you can almost reach like both sides of the mesa, you know, easily if you want to. Worth the stop.
I mean, it's $15 to get in with your car, so
it's true. Yeah.
You know.
So it's kind of like you're paying 20 extra to stay in the campground, and they don't charge you to come in at that point. So yeah, look at it that way too.
Yeah.
Happy and you know it.
Shout parade.
Making our first stop for fuel. Good news and bad news on the van. Good news, that low coolant light has not come back on. Bad news.
What's the bad news? I didn't know there was bad news.
There's always bad. Well, the bad news is it's blazing hot, like 97 degrees. And so the van is getting hot pretty fast. So, I mean, it's doing a good job. It's getting up. Because high mountainous areas and like temperatures close to 100 degrees are just not a good combination for an engine, especially an engine that's enclosed like this van. So it's doing okay. I just gotta keep a close eye on it, and the auxiliary fan's kicking on a lot, so I'm thinking it may get worse mileage because it's having the power of that fan kicking on all the time. So we're actually backtracking and doing the route that we did last fall. It'll be interesting to see how the van does going back the way that we came last time through Grand Junction and Denver and all that stuff. So we're gonna see how it compares to the Class A, because I've drove both. I drove the Class A last fall through that stuff on Interstate 70 through the Rocky Mountains. Now we're gonna drive this through the Rocky Mountains as well. going. She's slowly getting hot again, but I'm taking it about 40 miles an hour. In most places, going up Vail Pass is what we're doing right now, is Vail Pass. So.
Build a snowman.
You're a mess, kiddo. Alright, it's gonna be cold. Come on, we'll do it. Let's do it. You know, we could have went through the Albuquerque route going home, but we've got a soft spot for Colorado. And this feels really good after being 97 degrees.
Oh yeah, this feels good.
Let's do it. I didn't know we were bringing. You playing with the snow and with all them? Are they all gonna play in the snow? You don't get to see snow very often, do you? Find some snow. Because mommy ain't gonna last long out here.
You can see your breath.
You can.
It was like 99 when we left.
Yes.
Like,
this is crazy.
now you can see your breath.
Oh, snowball fight.
Snowball!
Snowball fight.
Get her.
When your 3-year-old is yelling snowball fight in the back
seat. You little booger.
Kidding.
Yeah, are you kidding me?
It's the moments like this that we'll remember, and she's having a blast. Is your hands
are
cold?
cold, aren't they? You'll go warm up in the van.
You ready to go?
Come on, let's go warm them up. So we filled up before we did Vail Pass, and actually before we even got in the mountains back in Florida. We're in Frisco now, which we love Frisco, by the way. It's Frisco, Breckenridge, some beautiful places to stay around here. I also turned on tow haul mode for this stretch. I got 11.7 miles per gallon. And so I'm still learning tow haul mode. It doesn't work the same as it did in our Ford, but from what I understand, it just causes it to shift slower from gear to gear, which helps you save wear and tear on your transmission, but at the same time will cause you to get worse mileage. But I mean, we were going up Vail Pass, so I don't know if it would have mattered if I had tow haul on or not. I know I would have got worse than the usual 14 miles a gallon I've gotten. 14 miles a gallon is kind of like under not ideal conditions, but maybe just slightly below ideal conditions, maybe like a little bit of wind, a little bit of hills, that kind of thing. Ideal, I really think I could probably get 15, 16. But we got 11.7. I'll still take 11.7 going through Vail Pass in Colorado. Not bad. We have punched in our goal for the night. For Kobe, Kansas, 269 more miles. This is all stays, by the way, I'm using. Google Map. Yes. Takes me straight over to Google Maps. We punched it in, and we are good to go. 4 hours, 23 minutes. Which in RV time is at least 5 hours. Probably more, because we're gonna have to stop and get fuel again, so. It's been a while, and I can't remember exactly how fast I went up stuff in the Class A, but I want to say it was pretty similar to this. I'm going 35, 40 miles an hour up Loveland Pass to the Eisenhower Tunnel, and I think that's about what I did in the Class A. Now the Class A, it never overheated. Like, it never got too hot. It was just kind of like a power thing, especially when you got high altitude with that V10 engine in it. It would just kind of like have a hard time getting the amount of power it needed, so I was kind of forced to go 35, 40 miles an hour sometimes. The big difference between the Class A and this van with the Airstream behind us is this brakes a whole lot better than that Class A. Like, I honestly wasn't that worried about getting up stuff with the Class A. I wouldn't always be the first one up the mountain, but we would get up the mountain. But that Class A had a hard time. Not that it couldn't brake, it would brake. I just had to use a lot of caution to put it in low gear. And this one, I don't have to do much, honestly. Just using the brakes just about is enough for this one to brake going down the hill. It brakes a whole lot better than that motorhome did.
Say, I think I can, I think I can. 11 when it gets 9. Nathan puts his glasses on. He never wears them, except when he drives at night. They're so cute.
Thank you.
You look so smart.
You know what that implies, right?
What?
That normally I don't look smart.
I didn't imply that, you implied that.
So it's our last stop before we get to Walmart. I went through another pass. It's got the Eisenhower Tunnel at the top, and then we came out through Denver, and we're now at the bottom, still in Colorado, but we're filling up again, and I checked the mileage, 15 miles a gallon. Pretty good, especially considering we actually went through another pass as well. Hensley, you got your Frozen jammies on? Can I see you dance in your Frozen jammies? Ooh, ooh, ooh. All right, Elsa. One more stop. Come on. You gonna nap? You gonna take you a nap? You've been so good. We've had a lot of driving today.
The moon.
Yeah, it is the moon. It is lighting up.
Stars.
Oh, yeah, stars. $12:24. We made it. So we stopped in Goodland, Kansas instead of our original destination because I read that this was supposed to be a quieter Walmart than the other one. And a quiet Walmart is definitely a preference when it comes to sleeping in a Walmart parking lot. I had some ups and downs today with the van, the light coming on, thinking something might be wrong. It looks like everything's still checking out okay with the van. So that's really good. And then we also had some ups and downs as far as actual elevation where the van came through for us on that kind of stuff. So it's been a good day. We made good time, we made good progress today. Now we just got 2 shorter days to get back to Tennessee, and then we'll be getting ready for her brother's wedding. It's been a long day driving, somewhere around 10-ish hours. Definitely ready to get some sleep. So we're gonna call it a night, and we will catch you guys later. She looks so cute when she's asleep. At Walmart, we're all gonna go to sleep. You ready to go sleep in your bed?